Ethical codes, or code of ethics, is a set of moral codes that are put into place among organizations or companies, essentially to create a code of conduct for employees or members of the organization. Throughout the business world, ethical codes vary between each company or institution. Communication concepts are present through these codes, in each in a different way. As no company has the same code of ethics, they definitely have similar ideas that go around. Verbal communication is a concept that we learned in Chapter 3, and it's extremely important in one company in particular that I'm looking to work for in the future, and that is DT Energy. It's located in Detroit. It's the power company for Lower Michigan. The code of ethics of this company provides it's like a heavy focus on verbal communication and the importance of this mode of communication because of the constant interaction that each employee has with customers. The DT code of ethics, the portion that kind of talks about verbal communication is called fair dealing, and it's worded in the code of ethics as, I quote, "To the extent applicable to the performance of their duties, employees should endeavor to deal fairly with the company's customers, supplies, etc." That's from DTE in 2021. The main reason this company is the example that I wanted to choose was because I've witnessed these interactions before by my father, who I stated before worked for the company. He's a lineman for DTE, and just last month on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, there was a large outage, and my dad actually had to go into work on both those days. And on one job site in particular, an angry customer who didn't have his power on for 2 days pulled up and got out of his car and began harassing the workers. And as he continued to get closer and closer, my father said that he had to, everybody obviously was like starting to get a little antsy, even the workers, but they knew they had to keep their cool. So they did everything in their power to just de-escalate the situation in a calm, respectful manner. And kind of how I wanted to bring this all together is throughout the third chapter of Let's Communicate, there's a number of different topics expressed, such as making your responses respectful or work for accurate understanding. That's from Fraley, 2016, on page 94. Throughout these paragraphs, Fraley really attacks the idea of being open to the other person's ideas or their side of the story and just really hearing them out before you go back and attack them. And there's actually an image on the page. It's an example of two females, and it's describing a response that is respectful and one that is not. And it's kind of just, her yelling at the one girl in the first picture, and that's showing how it's a really disrespectful way to answer somebody, and then asking questions in the other one in a respectful manner. So that was the example that I wanted to kind of, just talk about. And I feel like I made some good connections between the third chapter and DT and the code of ethics. And I really think I got a lot better understanding of kind of, the ethical code, I guess, to be honest, because I really didn't have it before. So